welcome in. Salutations. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Happy full moon, my dudes, my dudes, my dudes. How's today treating you? Today's been beautiful on our end. What's good, Wolf Girl? Good to see you. We're going to be reading for all 12 houses today. Yes, we have the Sun in Capricorn, Moon in Cancer. Moon's just about to be full. So we're going to be starting full moon readings. Good to see you, my dude. Salutations. Yes, we have the light seers here, as well as the Goddess Power Oracle. Hello. Good to see you, gorgeous. Welcome in, Shell. Welcome in, Amanda. Welcome in, Tincture Boss. Elizabeth, salutations, my dudes, my dudes. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Like I said, we're going to be getting started with all 12 houses today. We'll be moving through Aries, through Pisces. All 12 readings, playing with the Light Seers, as well as the Goddess Power Oracle. Thus, these are all collective readings. If anything resonates, everything is a grain of sand. You're welcome to bring it with you. If it doesn't, you can release it. You know, that's up to you. This is your life. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we're just simply here as a channel of the cosmos to let the messages move through. So, yes. Good to see you, my dude. Much gratitude. Yeah, what are you grateful for today? I'm going to drink some water. My throat's feeling a little parched. Cheers to you. We're just getting started, so you can get yourself some water, get yourself some snacks. We'll be here for a little bit. The readings will probably be going for at least an hour. We'll be beginning with Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, house number 1, wherever you may be today. Shouts out to you, my dudes, all of the Rams in the room. Yes, yes, Capricorn is the goat, Aries is the ram. Absolutely. Drinking out of jars. The Revelations. She's going to play Aries. Lizzie. Starting off today, house number 1, right off the bat. Welcome in, my dudes. We're going to get right to it, not waste a single moment. Yes. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate the gifts. They are always kind. Yes. Off this. Tim Arch Webb. Thank you, my dude. Welcome in, welcome in. We are just now beginning with Aries, so if we have any Aries in the house, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, yes, wherever Mars placement may be for you today. House number 1, let's see what the cards have to say. We have the King of Cups, reverse. Ace of Pentacles here. Grateful for the universal flow that keeps me in the correct place and time. Shouts out, Max. Cheers to the universal flow that keeps us in the correct place, the perfect place, the perfect time. Yes, all in beautiful order. The Queen of Wands in reverse in the root. Did I show the Ace of Pentacles here? And Lisi, Aries. Right now we're being presented with consistent revelations and information that we are here, gifted, in the hands, held by the universe. It, they, the universe, the combination of creation, masculine and feminine, the masculine nurturing, encouragement, the feminine inspiration, holding it down, holding it accountable, are encouraging you, the individual Aries, to continue to step into your gifts, knowing that you are here, you have it in your hands. Right now, the ultimate challenge is bringing it to Earth, Pentacles energy. What will assist you in this endeavor is listening to the signs, the revelations, the synchronicities that continue to present themselves, the information, and learning how to translate it so that you may move about this reality with the utmost alignment in perfect harmony and resonance with your dreams. Yes, ultimately learning that an object object in motion stays in motion. So how can we get to the finest minuscule of detail with our lifestyle and fine-tune it to harmonize not only the feminine fire within and the masculine nurture, that divine masculine that holds it down within and all around. If our environment does not present this, how can we begin to cultivate and craft a life that will invite these energies in, and doing that internal work to clear off all that soot that is caked on your seed, knowing that you are a seed of the universe and you have everything you need within you, and it ultimately begins with the connection, the stemming, and the bridging of the masculine and the feminine. And when they are in union, you will continue to move in alignment with your purpose, what you're here to do. Yes, my dudes, it's good to see you. Thank you for the follows, thank you for the likes. If you're just now tuning in, we are wrapping it up with Aries. Do not be surprised. Like, there's no such thing as coincidence. I sometimes forget that I still need to say this, because I've been knowing this for ages. But there's no such thing as coincidence, and the revelations, especially when we're open to it, will, they're really amazing what they can do. Putting us in the perfect place at the perfect time with the perfect people, and how the universe will provide and share and do. I don't even want to put too many words to it. We're ready for house number 2. Taurus. Yes, my dudes. While we're here chilling, you're more than welcome to hit the copy the link down here. You don't have to share it to anybody, but the algorithm likes that. So if you think your fellow witches and people who are into the cards are into this, you want to get this on their feed, you can do that. The roses, the likes always help as well. Like I said, we're always just chilling. Your presence is a gift. So thank you for being here, my dudes. Yes, indeed. Thank you for the shares. I see you. And we're going to keep flowing forward. House number 2, Taurus. Sun, moon, ascendants, yes. Venus, wherever you may have this ruling planet. I feel like we're all focused today, just listening. I dig it. The comments are just chilling, which is always cool. Taurus, if we have any of you in the room, shouts out, maybe drop that sunflower emoji. This one is for you. Cut the deck, clear the energy, draw. 2. Flow. Shouts out to all my Taurus. Rhea, flow. Alongside the 2 of Cups here in reverse. 8 of Wands here in the draw. The Justice card in the root. Right now, more than anything, I'm seeing a clarity within your connections, not only within but all around you as well. Because you've been committing to your truth, the light within you, your values, you and your truest form, your purest essence. This is how you continue to bring justice to your experience. Yes, house number 2 being the house of our values, how we go about our life in accordance with our values, living in harmony and alignment with these ways of being, flowing and grounding into this endeavor, knowing that everything is up to you and your intuition. And ultimately, when you get to know yourself and that spark within your connection with the divine, that 8 of Wands energy is what I'm getting right here. You as a multidimensional individual, a being who is transcending time and space, and when you get to know these aspects of yourself, you can begin to bring them together, make connections, either within or all around you. Absolutely, my dudes. Right now, this is how you continue to commit yourself to a life that is in alignment with your soul's mission, ultimately bringing justice to, your life's purpose. There's not really much else said to it. Why else would we be here if we didn't have a purpose? And if we didn't want to share or serve our purpose, what are we doing? me personally, it feels much better to share my purpose with the world rather than just keep it to myself. And this is where that whole connections thing comes in. So Taurus energy, as we're making our way into the heart of winter, perhaps it's almost over. I'm getting the sense that this winter is going to be much shorter and warmer than usual. Springtime's right around the corner. That'll be a perfect time to start actually building these connections and manifesting the people and the individuals who you want to grow alongside in this garden that we call life. Yeah, absolutely. Rhea is mentioning to go with the flow, because remembering that we're always in the perfect place at the perfect time with the perfect people, the signs, the synchronicities, the information will continue to present itself. So as you stay present and grounded in your awareness, you'll be able to then move in the direction and channel your energy, your water, your flow in the direction that it is that you're being called to. It's in alignment with the universe, if this is your intention. Right now we are reading 12 general tarot readings that are in alignment and underneath the full moon. So perhaps these are messages that could be received underneath this current time and space of the full moon. Yes, the 12 houses of the birth chart. Yes. And if you have ruling aspects within these birth charts, perhaps this message may be more indicative to you. Though we all have the 12 houses and we all are sitting underneath this full moon. Yes. So, as I say, everything is a grain of sand. If it resonates, bring it with you. If it doesn't, let it release and keep moving forward. Next up is house number 3, Gemini energy. Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mercury. I also want to just, before closing out that reading, Taurus, because I think that the flow energy might be a little bit more of a challenge for earthly elements. So this might not be of concern, but just remembering that you are the one who discerns the flow, and you're the one who channels it, you're the one who guides it. You don't have to always just go with the flow. You can go against the flow is in your hands, ultimately. We're on Gemini. You already know it. House number 3, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Mercury, placements. This one is for you. Cut the deck. Clear. Leasing. Jumping in again. Revelations. In reverse. We have the Page of Swords here. Red set up. The Justice card. Once again, red set up in the draw. And the Page of Cups. In reverse. In the root. Right now, Gemini, my dudes, we're being called to tune into the water within, the intuition, the feelings, the subtle inclinations, and I guess you could say sensations, moment to moment. Learning how to honor them and then communicate them, express them, because by doing so, it'll really bring out your truth, which then ultimately brings out the truth within those around you. And if someone is triggered by your truth, that shows a lot about that connection. We're here to bring justice to our connections, communicate our truth, write in alignment with our destiny, our story, page by page, word by word, letter by letter, bit by bit. Right now, the intuition, the feelings, the water within and all around you will continue to point you in this direction. Maybe we're being called to open up a bit more to the revelations. Maybe we've become stagnant or hackneyed, or maybe taken the synchronicities for granted, or just seen them as things to be as of entertainment. Like, ooh, yeah, angel number, that's so cute. But no, the angel's like, look, dude, this is the only way I can talk to you because I'm not allowed to jump into a body because that would dishonor the rules of free will. If you really want to jump into this bitch, I'm talking to you, and you gotta talk. And you gotta listen to these signs, the water within and all around you, and how you're consistently in conversation with the universe. And the universe just moves through everything. The universe is moving through me at this moment in time. The universe is moving through I as well. And as we continue to trust this connection within oneself and honor this and fine-tune it and continue to define it we bring greater levels of justice to our personal experience, ultimately just living in accordance with who you are and what you're here to do. Yeah. Cannot overstate the importance of slowing down, sitting with one's emotions, allowing oneself to process the process and honoring the water within, and rather being reactive to the emotions, know how that they can be guides and teachers to point us in the direction of the story that it is that we wish to move into. Absolutely, my dudes. Ooh, it's lit. Gemini, let's keep flowing. House number 4, Cancer. This full moon is for you, my dude. Out here chillin'. Appreciate y'all being here. House number 4, Cancer. Sun, moon, ascendants. Doubly on the moon. Energy, this one is for you. Underneath, full moon in Cancer, Sun, and Capricorn. All the lights here is in reverse. I don't know if you can see them. We have the 4 of Wands, as well as the Knight of Swords. Do one thing at a time. The Knight of Pentacles in the root in reverse, and Iris, communication, jumps in right side up. 4 of Wands here. Reverse. Knight of Swords. Here. Reverse as well. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse in the root. Ah, yes, now is the perfect time to cleanse your crystals and prepare some moon water. Absolutely. Thank you for this reminder, show. Speaking of which, right now, grounding into the seeds that it is that we wish to plant. Though the new moon is typically one's time to plant seeds, as I was mentioning earlier, this winter seems to be the warmest and shortest of all time. And prepare yourself, because these are the seeds that we're planting, and this is the direction that we're moving. You familiar with how bamboo grows? It takes root for about 5 years. Doesn't do much, just takes root. Then, over time, eventually, 5 years or so, it shoots up. So rapid, it can grow almost a foot in a day. That's the sense I'm getting from this energy, Cancer. So basically, bracing yourself, because the seeds that you have been planting are paying off. Yes, and you're moving in this direction. It's going to be a shift in one's dynamic and perspective and life and way of being. Iris, the goddess of communication, is reminding us of how we're communicating to our plants, the seeds, and the beings that are living and inhabiting our time and space, within, and all around thee. And breaking it down to the molecular level if we wish, knowing that every atom that permeates our person, we can express and hold gratitude for, communicating and appreciating. The simple capacity to do so is the soil. Yes, joy, gratitude, diligence, patience. What's the word I'm looking for? Stillness. Are energies that will allow you to ground into this new way of being. This is developed within. So as the external reality begins to shift around you, knowing that this is the garden you've been growing internally, and as it begins to unfold and blossom before you, stay grounded, stay true to your values, and the reason why you're doing it in the first place. Do not get lost in the celebration. You always keep moving In fact, like, you don't even want to party that much anymore at this point. You'd rather see other people party. That looks really fun. Ultimately, being in tune and honest with yourself and how you're communicating what it is that you want and your intentions, getting to the finest detail of it. The universe loves specificity. Specificity? I can't remember what that word is. Thank you for that gift. Specificity. Specificity. That one. I think it's that one. Specifics. Being as fine detailed as we possibly can. Being. I'm not even going to. It's beyond words, beyond definition. But that's the specificity. That's what it is? Specific city. That's right. Specific city. Specificity. Such a funny word. Specificity. That's a funny word. Thank you, my dude. The more detailed, the more specific, the more direct, the more honest that you can be with the universe and yourself. What it is that you want to call in your plants. Yes, also being gentle, encouraging, and grateful for the energies that we're carrying forward. Yeah. I'm tripping up over my tongue, obviously, from specificity, but I won't let it hold me down. We're going to move forward. House number 5, Leo. Let's see what these guys have to say. Yeah, that's a challenging one. A tongue twister. What's a word I would prefer to use than that word? Not necessarily accurate. Pristine? Nah, to some degree. Simple is key, honestly. Where you get to the core of what it is and how it is that you want, and the feeling of it, how you want to feel, the feeling of it. Anyway, Leo, house number 5. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Doubly Sun. Let's see what these cards have to say. Three jump in and a draw. We have the Hangman, right side up. Leo gets some extra love today. Hangman right side up, alongside the High Priestess. The King of Cups in reverse. And the Judgment card in reverse in the root. We have 3 goddesses jumping in for this. Hecate in reverse. Freya, right side up. Lizzie, thank you, Aries Fairy, right side up as well. Leo, right now more than ever, getting the sense that one is moving out of this state of the in-between. Hecate in reverse is showing us that this is on the way out. Right now, the key is listening to one's intuition. You're now grounding into the seat of the throne. Instead of being so reactive and fiery, you've been learning how to sustain your flame so that you may show up and shine your light in a way that isn't going to burn you out. This is how you've been really learning how to cultivate, ground into your magic by shifting and committing to a new perspective and a way of being, evolving, might I say, like Charmander makes its way to Charizard. The revelations will continue to present themselves to you. Yes, along the way, the synchronicities, the signs, the information that the universe holds, more so learning how to radically embrace everything this universe holds, will allow us to stay in our power. Nothing can take you off your center when you're on it. That's the thing. The more you can become aware of this practice, the more you can ground into this, the more you can become confident in the stillness of it, and not do it for anybody aside for the simple purity of doing it. That's the truth. Listening to the water and the signs and committing to the way of life that has been calling of you. Leo. Ooh, my dude. These cards are ready. They're jumping out for you. This is natural for you. Judgment card in the root. The fact that it's in reverse is the fact I'm seeing that maybe with all the wild and chaos of these past couple of years, one has had to deal with a lot more water and emotion, and learning how to ground into this, learning how to learn from this, and learning how to utilize this element within one's own experience so that you may become the avatar of your reality. Yes, ultimately, the key, because we are all avatars here, indeed, bending time and space, and our perspective. This is the real magic. Yes, patient. Not a Leo virtue, no. Leos are hot-headed. They like to do their thing. Right now is winter. Perfect time to recuperate and recenter. Next up is house number 6. Virgo, sun, moon, ascendant. Yes, Mercury placements. Wherever you may be today. Welcome in, my dudes. Virgo in the house. In the house. Let's see what these cards have to say, shall we? Shall we? Cut the deck. Clear the energy. Draw 2. Of course, Virgo gets the card, the Queen of Pentacles. That's you. 8 of Pentacles as well. Strong Earth. The Chariot in reverse in the root. Yeah, she is. Freya, radical acceptance. Jumping in once again. You made it! Basically, what I want to get at to start off, extremely assuring message, knowing that this is your base frequency. This is your base frequency. Anything you can't do wrong, so you're going to keep returning to this. The real work is learning how to steer this ship. The real work is learning how to sustain your chariot. This life is like a road trip on the road. And we're learning how to maintain and sustain our center, our sense of focus, taking care of oneself and the motion of it all. This deck currently here is the Light Seers Tarot. This is the Goddess Power Oracle. Freya, radical acceptance, is recognizing, accepting that you are a queen, my dude, Virgo. And ultimately this comes great power and great responsibility in learning how to develop one's deeper relationship with these aspects of self will then only allow it to mold and manifest into this reality, blossom and bloom into this physical world. When you show up daily, it will continue to present itself in a way that is just like, dang, like I didn't even realize that was actually possible. Because of course it's always going to be more wild than what we can imagine. The Chariot here shows that you're on track, so the more that we can just get a hang of it and ground into this, ride these waves and know that everything is, change is the only constant, everything is always in motion, the more we can sit in the center of it all and wield the driver's seat, then we can direct this and channel this in the way, the direction of our dreams. Knowing what it is that you're here to have your queendom, ultimately. And you've been doing that work within, and now it's just embodying it. Yes. Just because that's what we're here to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Not to impress, not to acquire simply because this is the trajectory of this track. Yes, house number 7, Libra. My dudes, we shall flow forward. Sun, moon, ascendant. House number 7, Venus, Libra, my dudes. Let's see what the gods have to say, hey? We'll cut the deck and clear it. We'll draw 2. Justice, jumping in once again. This time aligning with the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit in reverse. Looks like these ones are ready to say something, shall we? Maya, Illusion, Libra, house number 7. As well as the Page of Pentacles. The Justice card here, right side up, and the Hermit card, in reverse in the root. Reminding us that this life is a path of the Hermit, Libra, integrating and bringing balance to this connection with self, and ultimately knowing that this is really the only thing that there is. No offense. No offense. I honor my connection with myself. I honor your connection with yourself. There it is. And then we can choose to connect from that level. This is how we ground into our space and see each other as trees and grow together alongside each other. You know how trees are working together. Their roots are sending vibrations through the mycelium networks in the soil and are able to communicate what it is that they need or not need. They know how to assist one another by encouraging water to move in a direction, or maybe sending various proteins or nutrients to assist them in overcoming disease. Knowing that nature ultimately is at peace and yearns for, reaches homeostasis, and nothing these wild animals that we call humans can do anything to obstruct her. All of the fear is an illusion, because the truth always remains, and the more we can tap into this, the more we can bring justice to our experience, the more we can ground into this reality of who we are and why we're here, and this knowing of the seed within, of what it is, how we are here to blossom, ultimately choosing this path of hermitude, hermetics. If you have yet to hear of the hermetic principles, I highly recommend you listen to them. The 7 hermetic principles are a way of life taught in the Emerald Tablets, which is supposedly a teaching of the ancient Atlanteans. Yes, yes, yes. And this ultimately develops one's own personal connection with these teachings, and how it is expressed into the world says a lot about this soul. The physical form is all illusion. None of this is real. None of these words are real. All of these words are attempting to point you in the direction of some sort of truth. Yes. None of the form is real, because it is all transitory and will continue to fade. The truth is only that thing that remains. The truth remains, and the truth within you and your connection and relationship with such, and how you express it unto this world, says everything. It says the truth. Principles, 7 hermetic principles. Yes, the more you can live in accordance with your truth, the more you can bring justice to your experience. Complete your soul's missions, learn your lessons, and then maybe reach Nirvana or something if you're lucky. I don't know, I heard their concerts were fun. Anyway, Libra, balance with the Justice card here. I just want to show that really quickly. And knowing that the path of the Hermit is not, though it may be solo, it is not lonely. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to flow forward. House number 8. Let's get to it today, shall we say? See what these cards want to speak. House number 8. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Pluto. Any messages for you? Cut the deck. Clear the energy. We draw 2. High Priestess is making a fair amount of appearances today. High Priestess, and the 3 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords right side up in the root. And Maya, once again, illusion, jumps in before I could even clear the deck. In reverse, we're going to invite in another goddess, of course, just to see. Of course, Scorpio energy, Mary, miracles, and Maya, the goddess of illusion in reverse, yes. The High Priestess in reverse as well. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse as well. And the Queen of Swords in the root. I'm trying to keep my composure because the synchronicities for me on a personal level are just like out of this world, if I'm going to be real with you. Scorpio energy, shouts out to all my Scorpio Sun Moon Ascendants, Pluto friends. Yeah, the fact that the Queen of Swords and Mary are the only 2 cards that are right set up is really grounding and recognizing not only one's capacity to witness and experience miracles, but also speak them into existence and how they continue to unfold organically. You really don't have to do a thing. You sit on your throne and you speak your truth. You speak your truth. You stay grounded in your values and you communicate from the heart. You do not allow anything that is not in alignment or disrespectful to you or the collective to stand. You speak your piece. You call out that which is nonsense. You use your words and you recognize the minuscule tidbits of this experience, how they are all miraculous and can continue to evolve and expand. The miracles that have been told about, everything is possible in this seat of the imagination. Do not limit yourself with your beliefs. When you continue to honor your logic, your thoughts, your mind, your body, your physical capabilities, and supernatural abilities, because these bodies can do some amazing things, and your soul, your imagination, your purity, when you continue to weave them together, the magic you are capable of crafting and casting and sharing with the world is beyond illusion. This is as real as it gets. This is the truth to it. When you get to know your truth, when you get to express yourself honestly, openly, vulnerably, knowing that the universe supports you, holds you, encourages you, wishes to see you express your truth and ground this, it's because you've been doing practice, you've been on this path of the High Priestess. Now the real challenge, you're just being like, whoa, like this is actually real. Now I'm getting what I was asking for, question mark. I thought this whole manifestation thing was just like hopeful. Hopes are amazing as well, like, and miracles do happen, like, yes. You know, you put yourself in that frequency, and then sometimes when we begin to shift our reality into that frequency, when it begins to appear on a physical level, we can trip ourselves out because we're like, wait, my body's nervous system wasn't necessarily prepared for this, because it's only experienced denser. Like, I've adapted my survival state, my natural way of being, to be in a state that is dense energy, because that's what's kept me alive and made me this far. When I move into spaces that are much more lighthearted or higher energy, I sometimes feel a little bit off because I don't necessarily trust this, because my body hasn't experienced this yet. This is new, so new things are typically scary. The more you begin to trust the process and ground to this and surrender your fears, your worries, your doubts, the more real this becomes, because ultimately The fear is an illusion, because when there is truth, when there is love, there cannot be fear. If truth is the only thing that remains, if you ask me, the only thing that can stay, the only thing that is real is the truth. And we can only do so much to vocalize it and put words to it and to wrap little tiny bows around it that we call poems. Present moment, what a gift. Present. Use your gifts wisely, the best of your ability. 2, bring to truth that we are living in an illusion, and we can ascend this and continue to allow miracles to exude every instant of our experience. I could ramble on, talk about that for eons. In fact, that's one of my favorite topics. Though, Sagittarius, I don't want to keep you waiting. I know you don't like to wait. Not always, at least. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. House number 9 is next. Sagittarius, house number 9, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Jupiter, yes. Ascended, intellectual thinking, greater awareness. Ooh, this one's gonna stay with. Cut the deck, cleared. Capricorn's up next, my dude. Much better shuffling today. Yeah, I'm in the zone. I mean, I'm like not even here. I'm out here astral traveling right now, but clearly in channel mode, these cards are moving alright. You can see it in his eyes, can't you? Rebirth in reverse. Oh, it's like so frequent that we get Iris. Excuse me, we had Isis earlier. Iris. My apologies. In reverse. In rebirth. 10 of Swords. Also in reverse. All of the cards are in reverse. 3 of Wands. Ace of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is the only card that is right side up, the one that jumped in while we're shuffling. We already completed Taurus, you'll have to catch the live stream recording on my YouTube tomorrow. Same for Gemini. Right now we're on Sagittarius and it's lit. We got so much fire in this. You know what I'm saying? But I love my Sagittarius. I'm only going to say that if they want me to. Not right now. Isis, rebirth in reverse, is reminding us the importance of the fire, the vision, the truth. Who you are, what you came here to do. Why you are alive. Why and how that spark within your art, within your heart and your art sustains. Yes, it's eternal flame, learning how to reflect and see that, wait, this candle remains, and ultimately this will burn up like wildfire, anything that is not in alignment with the vision. It starts within, and it continues to be expressed all around, without you. It's going to happen regardless. I don't mean to, like, extinguish your flame, because I'm not doing that. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It just does it. It's eternal. But when you become more aware of it, you become more humble in it, you become more grounded in it, and then you can show up and utilize this awareness in a way that will help others remember, hey, you got that flame. As that one guy, I think they called him the Buddha, said, one candle can light 10,000 flames. One acorn can grow an entire forest. Isis, rebirth, is reminding you that perhaps if you've been going through some time of difficulty or struggle or challenges, this have been tests that have been allowing you to cultivate the awareness and skill set and knowing to now apply this in a way, in a direction that will allow you to continue to mold your life in alignment with your vision. Yes. Staying focused and riding these waves. Not identifying with all these birds in the sky or all the thoughts in your mind. and instead choosing to commit yourself to the truth, which is ultimately eternal, and it exists within you and without you. Godspeed, my dudes. Thanks, Sagittarius. I like that one. That was lit. Capricorn is up next. After Capricorn, we have Aquarius, and then we have Pisces. Yes, indeed, we're going in order. We're not skipping a dang thing. Everything in perfect order. We always save the best for last. Yes, yes, yes. Up next, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. 10th house. Diligence, reputation, way of being, dharma perhaps, Saturn. What can I say? I'm nothing more than a reflection of you. She says you're the best. We got house number 10, Capricorn. Welcome in. Happy birthday, Capricorn. This one's a read-in. Spider Woman doesn't jump in too often. For some reason, in reverse, Capricorn. Million dreams, good to see my dude. I'm glad to hear that reading landed well. We have Nike, ambition for Capricorn. Happy birthday, my dudes. Welcome from Argentina. Good to see you, my dude. Currently reading for house number 10. We have the Lovers here. In reverse. The Four of Wands, also in reverse. Three of Wands, right side up, in the root. This is going to be a little kinky, Capricorn, so if we got some kinky caps in here, this one's for you. The message right now is learning how to love the wounds and to find fun in the healing and to learn how to make love to your scars in the process and forgive. And that's only applicable to so many things because life and experiences I can't express. If you're not loving what I'm getting at, not necessarily like loving the trauma, you don't have to take it that literally. We all experience it, but more so loving the capacity and ability to overcome it, transmute it, transpire it, so you may move in alignment with your gifts. But this is where the kinkiness comes in, because, then you learn that fair paradigm and dynamic of learning how to love the things that are difficult. And when you start to overcome things that are challenging, that turns you on. That turns you on. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. That makes you want to dance. That makes you want to move. And we can easily get lost in all the scars and the heartache and the pains, or we can choose to move and use that as our power, use that as our inspiration. And that's why some of the greatest artists go through some of the most intense turmoils and hard lives. Absolutely. The Spider Woman is showing you that, yes, all these webs you've been weaving, the stories you've been telling and sharing for yourself, as you continue to ground into them, as you continue to let them more so show them to yourself, show them to you, rather than you thinking you're the one who's doing it. Ambition is a beautiful quality to carry along with you, but it's important to not get lost in the ambition and the stories and the webs that we're weaving for ourselves, because ultimately we can get caught up if we're not being mindful. So, we also must cut cords with toxic weavers or connections that are not in alignment with, cut the toxic that are not in alignment with this energy which we're moving for and toward. What stories and what webs are we weaving for ourselves in this world? And are they in alignment with our greatest ambition? Are they in alignment with our yearning to feel and be loved and to express and to have fun? Or are they stuck in this? It's time to remove this root. It's time to release that attachment to the pain. That's another thing, is people get so cemented and hold on to all their stories that hold them back from stepping into seeing the beauty of this present moment And that's a kink within itself, and they don't even recognize it most of the time. Is that they are like that turns them on. That like they become so comfortable, and I can only speak this because I've been there. We get so comfortable in our pain, our trauma drama, that it finds it very complicated to overwrite that pattern, that programming, to remove that toxic root, and then choose to move forward and write a story that is much more in alignment with these energies. Yes, Capricorn, Nike, the goddess of ambition, is asking you, what inspires you? Yes, moving forward now, the rest of your birth month, this full moon energy towards inspired action, as the wise ones say. What lights you up? This is the direction. What turns you on? It doesn't have to be in a sexy way. But if it makes you wet, water is life. Allow it to be your guide. Godspeed, Capricorn. I love you, my dudes. We're going to flow forward and jump in for Aquarius, house number 11. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Uranus. Let us see what these cards have to say. Today. House number 11, collective energy. Ascended connection, society, values and expressions. Can you do a play, Aquarius, please? Hey, Mads, perfectly timed. It's as if you were like asking right when we were about to do Aquarius. We're on it. Just only because of you asked, though. Only because you asked. Thank you for asking. That was very kind of you. Everybody in the room, thank her right now. Aquarius. House number 11. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. I'm gonna cut this back. Clear it. Mwah. Drop it. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Good to see y'all tonight. We're gonna invite in the goddess for Aquarius. Yes, I. Adaptability. Reverse. Page of Swords, reverse. Nine of Swords. Already did Scorpio. You can check out the recording on my YouTube probably tomorrow. Seven of Wands here. Aquarius. Seems to be that the truth is the theme of the evening. Right now, one is being called to sit. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, simply sit. You ever just sat to sit? Bro, life-changing. And it's so easy to get lost in the stories and to personify, identify, attach, make all of the details real and want to be seen. And they deserve to be seen, but they don't have to always be identified with and entertained. What stories are you entertaining? The truth being the theme of the evening, reminding ourselves that as you continue to make your way through, you're building perseverance, resilience, determination. This strengthens the truth within you and your connection to it. So all this nonsense will soon be on the way, and you'll trade it for the pen, stepping into your power, recognizing that you have it within your hands. We're nothing more than the stories we are telling ourselves. So Aquarius, my friends, right now are being called to sit so that we may allow a new awareness to adapt and develop, evolve, so that we may continue to move accordingly to our truth in the tune of creation. Yes, absolutely, Aquarius. It's so easy to get stuck. It's so easy to get comfortable. It's so easy to get complacent. As soon as I get comfortable, I do my best to look in ways in which I can continue to evolve. And oftentimes, if I've reached a space where I'm like, well, I would really like to, like, this is a base level I'd like to maintain, but I know that I can continue to give back. When we feel that we are in a space where it feels safe to then evolve and share and expand externally, we can do that. Doing things that, and ultimately giving back is one of the greatest ways to get ourselves out of these fashions, whether it means creating or volunteering, or it means developing or deepening connections with the people around you and who care about you. Instead of identifying with these, choosing to be present and write new stories is ultimately the challenge, but you have it within, and it stems from that fire and your connection to your source. Yes, the truth, and how your soul moves through you. And learning how to embody this is the real adaptation. The real adaptation. Stepping into your God body and letting your physical form evolve is quite magical, may I just say. Yes, might I say, might I say. And we're going to flow forward, house number 11. And this is how we step into the Aquarian age. Yes, indeed. This is how we step into the Aquarian age. Pisces, 12. You got it, my dude. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Neptune, Pisces placements, wherever you may have them. Cut it. You cut it. Generous today with my Pisces. Generous today with my Pisces. The Four of Wands also making in, once again. This is a solid theme tonight. Eight of Pentacles, reverse. 10 of Cups, reverse. Death, rebirth. The 9 of Pentacles. Ellen, the goddess of patterns. 4 of Wands once again. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles in the root. Death, rebirth, in the draw. For you, Pisces, my dudes. 1, 2, 3, 1. Let's get to it. This is the vision. A life at the festival. Yes. Yes. It is possible. It is possible. What patterns are you subscribing to? And how will you continue to move? I don't want to even say reach, but send your energy. Yes, call in your values and your expressions and your manifestations of this. Connection, balance, having everything that you need, being perfectly where you need to be, sustaining this energy, learning how to adapt and evolve accordingly by being present with your patterns, by being patient with yourself, by allowing yourself to evolve, to release, to surrender all of your attachment on the ideas, desires, identifications that have held you in the place that you are ready to transmute, so you may step into the dance floor and what it is that you're here to do. Show off your moves. So now you keep fine-tuning and attuning to your truth, showing up to the seat every single day. Yes, that you are called, for this is the way. Yes. Pisces, with the patterns, what patterns are you allowing to play into your space? Yeah. Being honest with oneself, being vulnerable, being true, and continuing to attune to the beat of your drum, the heart within. And knowing Capricorn season is the perfect time to continue to fine-tune and redefine and commit to the work that is being called of you. Absolutely, my dudes. Yep. On it. Right to it. To the heart. To the core. Hold the door. Anyway. Cheers to all my Pisces and my water, my dudes. Thank you as well. I'm excited for you. It's gonna be a good one. Be easy on yourself, but also everything's happening organically. You're finding the rhythm. You're finding the flow. The more you can just recognize that the universe has you, the more you can be present and surrender all of these negative, dense energies that are not in alignment with you and your journey. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Oh, whoa. Shouts out to Florence and yes, and the machine. Shouts out to the machine. Whew. Ha. Thanks. And that was it. That's all, folks. All 12 houses. You can catch this recording if you're just now jumping in on the YouTube. You can find those in the links. If it's your first time here, hi, welcome. Good to see you. My name is Gavin, aka Avatar G, and this has been Full Moon Readings underneath the Cancer Full Moon, Capricorn Sun, January 5th, indeed. Alright, peace, prosperity, and as always, Godspeed.